What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna play around with one of the funnest new runes that just adds so much diversity to different builds, different defenses. It's gonna be a real game changer, and that is the overclock rune, or overdrive rune, pardon me, for the EV. This one is going to drop in Tornado Valley. You see I've got an 8 of one version. Now remember, just because the favored map is Tornado Valley, it is actually going to drop anywhere in Act 2. I actually got mine from Endless Spires. And then we're going to take advantage of the mighty Poons. We're using Poison Tip Spears here. This one, the favored map is Foundries and Forges, but same thing. It will drop anywhere in Act 4. Now let's hop on in and see if we can't wallop on that Demon Lord in Massacre Mix mode on a Lichen King bonus difficulty. Let's go for it. And here we go. Now, important thing to note, this build was not planned. This is my first time trying it, so bear with me here as I don't know the DU amounts or anything, and just going to have to kind of wing it as we go. But going to start things off with a couple of auras up here. Now, since I've got that super clock, I am also going to superclock some electric auras. And then, you know, do we want to do some splodies too? Well, let's see how the DU works out. I'm going to go ahead and put them down and see how it goes. Now, we're going to superclock this stack as well. However, there is going to be 3 defenses on it. We've got the 2 explosive traps and the electric aura. So it's going to get a little bit of a diminished return on that one. If you take a look at it at tier 1 here, it's at 189% boost damage. Now, the key with the super clocking is, of course, we want to minimize the stacks. 2 is going to be the sweet spot for the harpoons. So let's go with, well, first things first. Actually, we need back auras as well. So let me get rid of that for the moment. And let's go ahead and go at least with a gas trap. Or pardon me, ensnare aura and electric aura. And then, do we want to gas it back here? I think we can actually just get away with maybe just 1 explosive trap back there. I wonder, is that going to be large enough of range? Let's check it out once we get the buff beam on it. Now this one is going to be a little bit stronger, as it's only got 2. It's got the electric aura and the 1 explosive trap. Looks like that will dip into the lanes enough. Let's go ahead and throw our overclock beam in up here as well. And then let's start working on some Poons. Now, what can we do here? We've got 51 DU left. Let's go 2 Poons over here. Are we going to have enough to do 3 stacks of 2, I wonder? That would be kind of awesome. Let's go 2 here. Now, of course, you're going to get the most DPS out of just placing 1 on an overclock. However, as far as your amount of damage gained versus your DU, you're going to get a greater benefit if you go ahead and utilize having multiples there. Oh yeah, we can definitely do that. Let's go 2 there. We'll go with the 2 here. And then we'll go with the 2 here. Now, these, of course, have 2 defenses on them. So they are going to be at 252%, 252.86. Now, we do have a little DU left over, so let's just overkill it. And we'll throw, let's go 1 more Poon right up top here, just for pure glory. And then let's put it on a single. So we'll just have 1 overclock right there. This one's going to be getting the full meat, 315% at tier 1. Now that does give us, 4 DU left. I think we're going to need to get some reflect beams in, so why don't we go just 1 reflect beam there. We'll go 1 here, 1 here, and then 1 there. And that should help us out, give us a little bit of protection. Now, since the summoner is the hotness, I am going to DPS on the summoner. We're going to use 2 little bombers here and see what we can do. Now, I'm not going to do any tower boosting here. I'm going to let these guys kind of do their own thing, throw in a few upgrades in on the overclocks. You're actually going to get more value out of upgrading your defense using these, I believe. But let's see. Let's just throw a few upgrades around. upgrade some Poons, upgrade some beams. You know, we can actually hit this beam a little, and that will get that explosive trap a little bit further out into the lane. Throw a few upgrades on the traps and auras. Let's do the same thing over here. And let's see how this thing works. I'm assuming this is going to completely shred. So taking a look at it with, let's see, what is this harpoon? This harpoon is at tier 4. It's saying 12.25 million tooltip DPS. Remember, that's doubled against fusion enemies. So we're talking, what, 24.5 million DPS on that one. This one over here at tier 3 is putting out about 9.3, which is going to be 18.74. So getting some nice DPS out of these guys. Let's go and fire it up and let it run. I think these Poons are going to wreck all the faces. Now, versus the PTR, remember, at first that was coming off as true poison damage, but now if it's a fusion defense, you're also going to get fusion damage out of those poison tip spears, which means you're going to have a harder time seeing the numbers, as it's not going to be that green number popping up. But as you can see, this is just completely shredding pretty much everything so far. The little bombers are putting in some heavy work for sure. I'm going to try to kind of hang out back here to let those Poons have a little bit of glory. And oh yeah, let's see how they do against this ogre. Oh wow, they melted that ogre before he even made the turn. So good stuff there. Oh, they are just shredding. This was a side ogre that just popped out right here. We got another ogre coming down. Oh, nope, he died. Just getting started on those stairs over there. But yeah, these Poons are quite glorious. Now, they are not, without a doubt, they are not the strongest or a meta defense in the game. But they're doing pretty darn good, let me tell you. They're more than capable of clearing, I'm pretty sure, any map in the game as far as mixed mode goes. Not sure how high you'd be able to push with these guys in endless mode, but as far as Lycan King mixed modes, they are more than enough to get the job done, especially in this situation where we have overclocked them like this. There's one at tier 1. Let's see, tier 1 on a... We'll go ahead and upgrade that buff beam all the way. So tier 1 on a max buff beam, 8.4 million DPS. Holy crap, y'all. I mean, that's 16.8 million effective DPS versus an enemy that's there. So yeah, they are definitely getting the job done. And then, of course, you get that poison tip spears on top of it. That is just mashing all the faces. So just a quick look at the Poons versus Alk Labs here. Now I got a feeling that wave 24 and 25 is going to be a complete snooze fest here. So let's just go ahead and jump right on forward to the boss fight and see how that boss burns with the Poonage in full force. A quick side note here, as I've just blasted through wave 24, if you really wanted to just chill, you could play on a summoner like this, still get some good usage out of your pets. However, with this build here, you see we are flash buffing everything here with that flash buff rune as well. So definitely a super solid build, just devastating everything that comes our way here. Alright, and those harpoons made just super light work of all of the waves. With the summoner boost back there as well, was just doing cruel things to the ogres that came out. I mean, within just a second or two of the ogres coming into line of sight, they were getting just insta-wrecked. But let's just go ahead and check out the boss burn. Now, these Poons are going to put in some work here as well, and should be able to get this guy dropped quite quickly. You see my pets have actually not even switched to the Demon Lord yet. Looks like they're switching over now, and the burn is on. So, oh yeah. Part of the issue with any pet build, of course, is pets are going to shoot at what they want to shoot at, not what you're telling them to shoot at. And, yeah, that was really a pretty decent burn there, though. And most of that, of course, came courtesy of these Poons. Let's take a look at the damage done on a few of them. 6.2 billion on that one. 9.5 on that one. Holy smokes. 5.7 there. 5.7 on that one. Let's check out this one, because this one was by itself. Holy crap, 20 billion damage done by a solo Poon. That's crazy good. In fact, I don't think I have ever seen a harpoon put out that much damage. That one's at 9 billion too. I don't think I've ever seen a harpoon put out that much damage ever. So that is definitely quite impressive. And a little look at just what superclocking can do here in Dungeon Defenders Awaken. That overclock rune is just awesome. Now, poison tip spears, I am not exactly complaining about, because that thing's pretty meaty too. Poison targets 300% of normal damage every second for 4 seconds. So yeah, just good stuff. But that will do it for now. Thanks a ton for watching, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.